Imagine this. You open your banking app on a sleepy Tuesday morning, coffee half done, brain still in low power mode, and there it is. A handful of little charges. 5, 10, 20, little numbers that add up. $2,000. He blinked, he did the math twice, he felt that tiny stomach drop feeling like you forgot to pay rent, but worse, because this was money that disappeared stealthily, quietly, fee by fee. Most people would shrug, call it an oops, and move on. They'd get on hold, listen to music, be passed along, and eventually hear that dreadful phrase, "That's our policy." But not Jason. He did something different, something small, patient, and oddly powerful. He prepared. Here's the thing about hidden fees. They're designed to be boring. $12.99 here, $14.50 there. Individually, they're tiny, like little paper cuts to your bank balance. But stacked up over months, they become a hole big enough to drive a truck through. Rule number 1, evidence beats emotion. So Jason gathered proof. He didn't shout, he didn't rant online, he downloaded statements, took screenshots, saved receipts, and made a neat timeline. He printed a few pages and put them in a folder, because an organized folder signals one thing to every bank manager on earth: this person is serious. If you're following along, do this with me in your head. Picture the folder. Scanned PDF statements, lines highlighted, a spreadsheet noting dates, amounts, merchant labels. That is your ticket to being heard. Not drama, not yelling, proof. The first phone call was calm. He used a script, and you should too. "Hi, my name is Jason Parker. I'm calling about several service charges on my account that I don't recognize. I've got the statements here. Can you please explain these entries?" The rep read a script. The rep said the usual things. "It's in our terms. It's non-refundable. We can't do anything." Jason smiled, only you'll hear the smile in his voice, and asked for a supervisor. Then he wrote down the name, the time, the reference number, everything. Tip: always ask for a reference number. It's the little anchor that prevents the conversation from drifting into the void. Now, escalation. You won't get refunds from the first whisper of a rep, so Jason climbed the ladder. Rep to supervisor to manager to dispute department. Each step, he presented his tidy packet. Each step, he kept his voice calm and his ask simple. Please review these charges and refund any that are errors. When the bank said no, and they often do, Jason did a thing a lot of people forget. He put it in writing. A secure message through the bank portal and a certified letter mailed to the bank's dispute department. No drama, just documentation. And then he filed a complaint with the CFPB. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is the agency that makes banks respond. When CFPB reaches out, banks move faster. They don't like public complaints. It's a formality that powers action. Now let me give you the playbook, the step-by-step checklist Jason used. These are your muscles for this fight. Checklist. Download every statement for the last 12 to 24 months. PDF them. Make a spreadsheet timeline. Date, amount, merchant label, receipt match. Screenshot transaction details from the app. Call the bank, calm and scripted. Ask for names and reference numbers. Send a secure message and mail a certified complaint letter to disputes. File CFPB and state AG complaints if the bank stalls. Prepare for small claims only as a last resort. Now here's an actual script. Say this on your first call. "Hello, my name is," your name. "I'm calling about multiple service fees on my account that I don't recognize. I have the statements here and would like clarification. Could you explain charges on dates and amounts? If necessary, may I speak to a supervisor for further review?" When Jason escalated, he kept one more quiet weapon: quoting policy. He found language on the bank's own site that contradicted how the fee was applied. Then, calmly, he read it back to them. Banks hate that. When their practice doesn't match their published policy, they suddenly become very interested in correcting the record. Persistence matters. Most people stop at the first no. Jason kept going. He followed up every 48 to 72 hours. He used secure messages and certified mail. He filed regulator complaints, and slowly, reliably, the bank responded. When the bank finally called back, they offered a partial refund. Many people would take partial and sigh with relief, but Jason did something smarter. He thanked them and then asked for the full review and for a small gesture to cover his time, $25 or $50. Small asks often become small wins, and small wins stack. In the end, Jason got $2,000 back, every penny, plus a token credit for his trouble. It was a win. It was also a lesson for the rest of us. The system bends when you push it, politely, persistently, and with proof. Now let's talk about some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Pitfall number 1, calling and ranting. Emotion feels good, but it loses disputes. Calm wins. Pitfall number 2, saying fraud when it's not fraud. Fraud triggers a different, slower process that can involve law enforcement. Use accurate language, dispute, unauthorized charge, or billing error, depending on the situation. Pitfall number 3, stopping after one call. This is a ladder, climb it. For those who want an exact email template to copy, here you go. Put this into the bank's secure message or email it to the disputes address. To whom concerned, I am formally disputing charges on account XXX. For the dates, list dates, attach statements showing the disputed charges and a timeline of when they appeared. Please confirm receipt and provide the case number and expected timeline for review. I request a full refund of any charges determined to be errors or unauthorized. Thank you, your name. Now, prevention. Winning is great, but not getting into the fight in the first place is better. Do this every month. Review your statement for 3 things: unknown merchants, recurring small charges, and any charge without a receipt you recognize. Set an alert for transactions over $50. Use virtual cards for subscriptions where possible. Virtual cards can be canceled instantly when a subscription gets sketchy. Pro tip: keep a single spreadsheet of active subscriptions and their charge dates. It's boring, and it works. Let's talk about the regulators for a second, because they actually work. The CFPB complaint site is straightforward. Fill the form, attach your timeline, attach statements, use the bank's case number. The CFPB will forward your complaint to the bank and ask for a response. That nudge often speeds things up. And if the bank just stonewalls, Small Claims Court is a tool. File the claim, bring your packet, tell the truth concisely. Judges like clear evidence. Judges do not like drama. A crisp timeline and receipts make your case. Remember, the goal is to get your money back, not to make headlines. I want to pause here and be very real. This stuff takes time. You will have to follow up, sometimes for weeks. You will document, you will wait. But 2 things are true. Persistence pays and documentation wins. Jason's win came because he did the little, boring things with consistency. That's the secret. A final checklist, quick and repeatable. Download statements. Create a timeline. Call scripted. Escalate politely. File CFPB if necessary. Use small claims as last resort. So what did Jason learn, and what should you take away? First, the system is not infallible. Mistakes happen. Second, the system is lazy. It relies on people not checking. And third, the system can be nudged politely, persistently, and patiently. That's a powerful combo. Here's the emotional truth. Winning that $2,000 wasn't just about money. It was about standing up, being organized, and saying no to being quietly taken advantage of. That small victory brightened Jason's day, and it can brighten yours. If you enjoyed this, here's a tiny challenge. Go look at your last 3 statements right now. If anything looks off, save the PDFs, make a note, and take the first small step. Call, ask, document. It's less dramatic than a hero movie, but it works. Thanks for listening. If you want the scripts I used, phone scripts, email copy, and a CFPB template, say so and I'll drop them in the description. Subscribe for more everyday justice stories, refund hacks, and consumer tips that actually get results. Until next time, check your statements, keep your receipts, and remember, the little guy can win.